Facts First presents 10 Fascinating Dwarf Animals You Won't Believe Exist. Number 1. The Pygmy Marmoset. Of the 10 fascinating dwarf animals you won't believe exist, this is the most adorable. The pygmy marmoset is by far the cutest animal in the primate family. They're also the smallest animal in the primate family. They're so small, in fact, they can wrap their arms around your finger. These animals are found in the rainforests of the Amazon basin. They eat fruit, nectar, and insects. Anyone who sees a pygmy marmoset would probably love to have one as a pet. Number 2. Pygmy leaf chameleon. You may think that you know chameleons, but if you haven't seen a pygmy leaf chameleon, you don't know chameleons. These lizards are tiny and absolutely adorable. There are a few different species, including Marshall's pygmy chameleon, the Kenyan pygmy chameleon, and the spectral pygmy chameleon. These adorable lizards are often kept by exotic pet lovers. Number 3. The pygmy mongoose. The pygmy mongoose is called the dwarf mongoose. It looks just like a tinier version of a mongoose. Even though this animal is tiny and cute, it is just as vicious as its larger cousins. While humans don't need to fear this adorable little guy, snakes really do need to be aware. The pygmy mongoose can get into places that its larger cousins can't, making it very easy to find a snake who is hiding. Unfortunately, these animals are still mean. They can't be trained, making them horrible pets. Number 4. The pygmy jerboa. The pygmy jerboa is a tiny little rodent that is commonly found in the Middle East and in Africa. The animal has hind legs that look like a kangaroo's, and they can even hop just like a kangaroo. Because of this, the pygmy jerboa is often called a tiny kangaroo. While this little animal's diet consists of grass and seeds. Also, he needs very little water to survive, which allows him to stay in hiding for several days. Number 5. Pygmy owls. The pygmy owl is also known as an owlet because it is a miniature version of a full-sized owl. There are between 25 and 35 species of owlets, and they are found in North America and Central America. If you happen to come across a pygmy owl, keep walking. They're so cute and little, you might be tempted to catch one and take it home, but that would be a mistake. They're small, but they are fierce, very aggressive. You should just leave the owlet where you found it. Number 6. Borneo pygmy elephants. Borneo pygmy elephants are a cute little version of an elephant. These animals are so small that when they're full-grown, they are still smaller than a full-sized elephant at birth. Sadly, these animals are endangered, and their population has declined. Over the last 60 years, the population has declined by over 50% due to habitat loss, fragmentation, and degradation. If you're lucky enough to find one of these tiny, adorable elephants, you'd need to be in Malaysia or Indonesia. Hopefully the loss of population will end, because it would be very sad if these cute little creatures were wiped off the face of the earth. Number 7. The pygmy hippopotamus. Most hippos are large and considered to be pretty ugly. The pygmy hippo is actually pretty cute. It's a much smaller version than its large and ugly cousin, but it's not tiny. A full-grown pygmy hippo is still about the size of a lion. These cute little guys are found in West Africa, and there are only 2 species of them on Earth. Number 8. Pygmy shrew. Most shrews are considered to be ugly. The pygmy shrew is also known as the American pygmy shrew, the Eurasian pygmy shrew, and the Etruscan pygmy shrew is the exception. This animal is tiny and very cute. It's only 2 inches long, but it does eat a lot. In order to stay alive, this animal needs to eat every 30 minutes, and it needs to eat about 3 times its body weight each day. Where it puts all that food is a complete mystery to me. Number 9. Pygmy seahorse. There's only one known species of the pygmy seahorse. This sea creature is only 2 centimeters in length. Scientists have had trouble breeding this seahorse because it spends its entire life anchored to a certain type of coral. Up until recently, these creatures could not be raised in captivity at all. Well, over the past few years, scientists have figured out a way to get the seahorse off of the coral and into a lab. Unfortunately, they don't have the lifespan in captivity as they do in the water. There is one thing that everyone can agree about regarding the seahorse, though. It's adorable. Number 10. Midget obese giraffe. Most giraffes are very tall and very slender. The midget obese giraffe is the exception to that, on both aspects. The species is much shorter than its larger cousins, and it is far from slender. Due to its short stature, it gains more weight than its taller counterparts. It eats about the same amount of food as a full-size giraffe, but it doesn't have the metabolism as a full-size giraffe. Due to the fact that the midget obese giraffe is extremely overweight, it's much more susceptible to weight-related health conditions. Therefore, it has a much shorter lifespan than its taller counterparts. This giraffe might be overweight, but it's still pretty cute. Subscribe for more!